Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. We continue our what's my name again? I don't remember. Game on Apollo difficulty. We are going towards harmonious type things. So some of the AI do have a handful more affinities than I do. In particular, Brazil is doing spectacularly well. They're also leading in the score, and I think part of the issue is Brazil is semi-isolated. I wonder if I can convince the ARC to go to war. Whoops, to go to war with Brazil.
What do you propose?
Which might be bad for the ARC. No, they're not willing to do it. What about the other way around? Like, if we can convince Brazil, if we can get Brazil to waste their time in wars, and energy per turn and open borders, and stop growing and building wonders, that might be good. We just have to make sure that the ARC won't lose. They only have 2 affinity levels, so they don't have their unique buildings yet, and they're quite poor in score, which, you know, has certain implications. Yeah, what I'm gonna... They have to spread around a lot. Once they get to level 4, then I might see if I can't convince these guys to go to war. They do have a fair number of planes somewhere. Presumably that's ARC territory. I don't actually know. We'll see how it goes. A lot about the world I don't know about yet. Them's the breaks. I don't know why the KP is wandering around so much. We completed For Your Eyes Only because we completed our spy thing. I like to take the increased chance of success thing, not that I usually have a spy at home. And what we're going to do is drop some spies in some capitals. In particular, while it might upset my friend, I'd like to keep an eye on Mandira. May as well keep an eye on Tiangong. And why not? Actually, the last one, let's go ahead and put you in Cidadela. Over here, the capital of Brazil, who are doing a very good job with the game. Then we get to construct something else in the place where we just built the spy factory. We are... Xenofuel plant. That's a lot of money. Only 5 energy, plus some sort of quest, which is really nice. Let's go with the network first. This is a lot of money, but science still tends to be better. Let's do that. Quest decision. Stewards. Oh, the Cyto Nursery quest. We can either get 5% bonus military units production or +1 production. I always like to go +1 production. There are a few situations where this +5% might result in slightly more hammers. And in particular, military units will build a little bit faster, which has some value. But this helps everything, and I just like the, you know, plus everything. I think it's more or less a no-brainer. Go and do that. You are going to wait a tick for this unit to move out of the way, please, and thank you. These guys are really getting in my way. They might interfere with some workers and stuff. They're just like troll units at this point. They're not boxed in or anything, so I have no idea what the KP are doing. They're in a war with the pack. Get your ass over there. Stop being in my way. I'm going to rest you where you are, and then we'll move you to the hill with miasma relatively soon. You are going to fortify right there. And there we go. That's cleared the way. You're going to get on the hill and fortify there. It's not much of a protection against a solid attack, but it's a start.
All opposing
Bam.
forces start to resemble each other as conflict continues.
All right, level 3 harmony. We take less damage from miasma, and of course we get some unit upgrades. We also get some production options going over there. Can't build, can't build. Oh, it needs... Once the frac site is improved, though, we'll be able to build the launch complex, or the observatory, rather, which will be quite nice. We're still unhappy, so I'm not going to rush to Vivarium, but I'm going to start to get the thorium reactors down. Right now it's only +3 energy, but I believe once the quest goes, it'll actually be +5. Our combat rover expands to armor. We get a bonus when flanking or bonus when attacking fortified units. That's a big bonus against fortified units. I try to normally avoid it. And with the movement, I like to usually get the flanking one because thematically it feels like it makes sense. I'm not sure there's one that's really much stronger than the other. I'm going to take the flanking one because it feels good with the mobile units. We get to pick our next tech. So, we are still not at level 4 Harmony, so there's a lot to be said about grabbing one of those. There's nothing on the inner ring that will give us any more Harmony affinity. However, there is some low-lying fruit in this inner ring that we could go for if we're not, like, rushing our way up to a tech level, which, honestly, photosystems would be pretty good. Biofactory is good. Mass digester, I don't think it matters so much. We don't really have much in the way of generators. Biofactory will be nice once we get to that next level, which we can get at photosystems, which is exceptionally good. The solar collector is really, really good, especially since we are comboing some of the energy stuff pretty good. I'm going to try to avoid spending it. Well, we could spend it maybe a little bit now, but I'm going to grab that interest rate virtue. So that will be a pretty sexy level for us to grab at some point, and obviously we'll want to get it for the harmony, if nothing else. Vertical farming, I'm always a huge fan of. Even though we don't need the purity affinity, it's really good. It also unlocks the grow lab, which is fantastic and combos well with our harmony. We do need a lot more happiness. This is really good too. That's a lot of energy. I think, though, so I'm tempted, the low-lying fruit is... Water refinery is stunningly good for our water tiles, and we have 2 towns that would make good use of it. The petrochemical plant doesn't matter as much right now. Ballistics, it might be a good idea to get some city defense buildings on our coast. Not to mention, that's a really long anti-orbital that will poke into our neighbor's territory. That will be a really good way to shoot down some nearby satellites, military ones or otherwise. And the Stellar Codex is nice for the science boost, plus even more orbital coverage. So between these two, we can drop satellites deep into enemy territory and blow up a lot of satellites, therefore making room for it. The other thing is the defense grid. We don't want the wonder, but that's a lot of city hit points, which we know has gotten to be a little bit important. I'm tempted to go and grab the ballistics. Oh, Stellar Codex is a wonder. My bad. That's derpy. So yeah, we won't be getting that. So we'd be getting this just for the rocket battery, which makes it a little hard to justify. We can't get the Bionics Lab, which is too bad because it's really good, although it only helps local health, so it's only, yeah, so-so. Institute is fine. Biowells, we may or may not build, we'll see. But the Tissue Engineering, more harmony, and plus 10 healing for all units is crazy. Someone has built the Drone Sphere, so that's not an option. I don't know if anyone's built the Bitegeist. We could sort of go there. Most likely we'll get beaten along the way. But we have to unlock this at some point for the Harmony Affinity. Or we can drop bombs on people. Oh, no, we already have that. That's Repulsor anyway. That's the other way around. Alien Adaptation. Xeno Sanctuary. That is a crap ton. 1 part return to Transcendence Victory as well, which is interesting. There's a crap ton of culture. The sooner we get it, the better. This is definitely cheaper, though. I like to build a surveillance web in my capital because it means nothing bad. We never have to worry about defensive spies, really, at that point. Oh, no. You know what? Organics. Biofactory is stupendously good. And, yeah. No, we're going to go organics. Get those solar collectors. Very confident that that's one of the better things to do right now. You are going to fortify right there. We're halfway to the next level. A quest should get us to level 4, which will unlock our unique units. Although we'll of course, need the Xenomass before we get there. We are building that one, though. You are going to build that well. Thank you kindly. You have built the well. It is still marsh. I can still clear out the marsh. Still takes 12 turns. Will give us +1 food. There's a lot of tiles to improve over here, and certainly some stuff we could do a little bit faster. I think I'll forget about this. If I don't do it now... for another improvement you can construct on this tile. I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm fucking anything up. I could be wrong. Okay, repair facilities are done. We can either get +1 orbital coverage, or we can get 5% more production for military units from repair facilities. So the orbital coverage is not bad, but I don't think a +1 is worth it. And the repair facility we're already building for the idea of building military units faster. So I'm going to go ahead and add them to assembly line. That is fine. Not worried about that one bit. Now that we've got that, Freeland might pump out a few more units, because it's got, that much more of an edge for unit production. We may, especially in our new city over here, we may want to purchase something. Since we don't have the interest rate manufacturer quite yet, we don't have any happiness yet, and we are actually already at size 5. We are sending a lot of food here, I forgot. We are building the clinic, but it might be worth, actually, it might be an excellent idea for us to simply purchase a farmer lab. Any recycler. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to go farmer lab and a recycler. Let's get the production up. We've got some trade routes things going on here. Oh, actually, building a trade depot may have been slightly better. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. That'll really help kickstart Pembella, knock our happiness or health problems down a little bit. Our spies have arrived, which means they need some orders. Now, establishing network no longer gives us experience points or advances intrigue, but I really do like to get vision in some of these cities. That's why I picked those cities specifically, so what the hell. But then we will go and start stealing energy when we can. We have got this silica tile, so I will go ahead and work in that direction. Trade convoy has finished. Can't go to any factories, so almost certainly we'll do internally. Jimbumba actually gets a little extra production. Now, we can get a lot of more money and science if we go externally. It is, like, you know, really compelling. We've got the 25 bonus for internal routes. Oh, what we don't have is a trade route going to the KP. So let's find a decent KP route. So Mandir over here. We'll get 4 energy, 4 science, which is slightly more than they'll get, which is fine. And we'll continue to get a happiness or a relationship boost with them, which is quite nice. This has been fully healed, so we'll move around. We haven't unlocked planes yet, and actually it will be pretty important for us to get that soon. Planes are robotics, are they not? And the auto plant is quite nice. We get a quest. I think we get a decent quest when that finishes too. Maybe that's been nerfed. Isn't that the one that used to give us more trade routes? I haven't played this very much in a long time. Yeah, the organics is really good. We also get the swarm robotics over here. So yeah, we can't get the drone sphere, but it does give us a level. It also unlocks fraxite mines. You know what? I'm going to put that on hold. We're going to go robotics for sure, and then we may as well pick up swarm robotics for a level, and then we'll go and finish the organics and photosystems. I'm pretty happy with that. I think they are going to New Babylon. I think all that running through my territory this whole time, they've been trying to go to New Babylon to kill it. Apparently some attacks going on the Golden Bell Temple again. And they do actually have artillery, so they can blow it up from a range. And that would make me super sad. What I might want to do is actually have a settler ready over here. Here's Xenomass. There's this algae. Holy shit, that's brilliant. That's what I should do. Thorium reactor in my capital. You know what then? Colonist. Yes, we want to settle down here, but this spot here, we might lose a spot down here, but there's still a really good city spot here that we are not at risk of losing. I'm going to have a settler ready, because if Golden Bell Temple drops, I'm going to settle, like, right here or here. Troll City. Let's go up here. Excellent. We're clear once more. You just hang tight for vision, and we'll just cut through this area and see what we can see. You have finished that. I'm not feeling the need to get rid of any miasma, as long as my trade routes can go through, and I'm hoping once I get to level 6 Harmony, that my trade units can go through miasma. I have no idea if that's the case, but I'm hoping, because it would be kind of awesome. Your job's to go to Silica, right? And build me a mine. So you are going to... We have no more terrain that we can improve here. I could send you to Pembala, which is growing way faster than our terrain improvements are going. It might be worth dropping something in Jimbumba as well. Well, we have a worker there. You know what? I mean, it's a bit of a long trip. And hopefully there's no sea dragon right over there. We're going to send you to Pembala. Freeland might use some more improvements at this point, too. And in 6 turns, actually, maybe I'm just going to get you to stand on the frac site. That sounds like a pretty strong move. We're going to do that. You, over here. Your job is just going to be to stand on the frac site. You'll get there in 5 turns, then you'll wait 1 turn, and you'll be good. Trade convoy. We do have our internal cities. We can get some more tech. I don't think we've got anything going to the African Union right now, so why don't we send one to their capital? And that's okay. Now, trade route rides. Trade route rider. We are capped in the 2 cities where we can be capped. We did our Xeno Nursery quest. 10% more science. No. And science from biomass. Yeah, no, we need to get these up and running fucking yesterday. Ranji, you are not capped on happiness, and you are growing. You're not producing very much. I guess we have no internal trade routes going to you. We should probably get that going. Let's go ahead and get started on work on a farmer lab right now. Oh, this would offset the marsh penalty. Oh, you don't have one here, but some of the cities might. Recycler is good. No, let's go straight for a farm lab, just because I'm a little concerned about happiness. What is this? Tangled web. Oh, this is my networks. Free networks or +1 culture. We'll go +1 culture for sure. I know we were a little slow in getting our networks up and running, but I'm surprised it was that slow and or the quest took too long. It was probably just us being slow, which is too bad, because that's a lot of extra culture. We are 9 turns away from our next idea. Now, that's still... We need another idea after that to get our Magnasanti, which is a little unfortunate. I'm going to have you wait here a tick. We can try to squeeze through the other side. Pembala, now size 6. You are still not capped on happiness, but you're pretty damn close. So, I'm tempted to build an Old Earth Relic right now, and I think that's a good idea. To get a bit of a culture pump on the coast here. We're not at risk of losing any tiles yet, so I'm not going to spend any money on tiles, but sooner rather than later it might happen. Golden Bell Temple is still fine. We might end up sending this settler east over here, just because it's such a strong city spot. But there is more Xenomass up here. I guess if I'm done guarding that coast, I can move around a little bit. We may end up settling north. Plus, not to mention, having a city stay in the middle there with good culture production might protect our borders. Yeah, friendship sounds great. Let's be friends with everyone. I'm not in a rush to go to any kind of war. I'm happy these guys are taking so much miasma damage getting to New Babylon. Wait another turn over there. Up there, we got basalt, basalt, basalt. I don't know. Everyone says it slightly differently. All I know is that I apparently say it wrong. No matter how I say it. Basalt. Stay there. Oh, okay, we've established. Excellent stuff. Let's go and siphon some energy. Money, money, money. Money. And we did level up. Oh. But no intrigue. Okay, so you still get experience points, but you don't raise the intrigue level. So I guess the exploit was, I think, you'd establish a network, pull back your spy, put another spy there, establish network, and keep going to quickly raise the intrigue level. It's not about experience farming. All right, nope, that's fine and dandy. For the sake of argument, I'll go up there. Cover a little bit of floatstone. Okay, I guess we'll go here. We got to wait for these KP units to get the frack off my fraxite. Kindly, would you move? Or would you kindly, I guess is the phrase. There we go. You have built your settler. Great. Why don't you go ahead and drop down a xenofuel plant? There's money to be made. Also, I think a lot more when the quest finishes. Not that the Xeno nursery is too important. Hold on. No. We need the 10% science boost. Derp derp. Okay, this guy's refusing to move, so we're not really getting vision over there, and I'm a little worried about getting stuck in this corner. So, we've got open borders over here. I'm going to send you back home, and we'll figure out what to do with you when you're there. That's not a bad location. If they did get rid of the Golden Mill Temple, that would be better. 1, 2, 3, you're going to get there. We can't go there. We could go here on the coast. That doesn't get us the Xenomass. And there's not really an advantage to being on the coast other than potential trade routes. Whereas if I did move inland over here, I get a lot of resources, including Xenomass directly next to the city, so even without border pops, it's pretty good. We can run trade routes there right away because the land is clear. I like this. There might be a little bit derpage moving towards the north over here because we're going to have to skirt some units. I think we'll ultimately be able to negotiate through them and get over here in a halfway reasonable amount of time. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull you back over that way. Wow, they're sending so much crap over here. They're just going to cockblock my settler forever. I don't think they're going to attack it. What I'm going to do is try not to queue up too many moves here, because we'll keep trying to adjust our path. In particular, would be nice is... Oh, because there's a unit there that I can't move through. I might... Well, it doesn't matter. I guess I'll move here for now. Hope that there's no freaking sea dragons. As I said, I could move the worker, but I couldn't land right away, so it doesn't make a difference one way or another. You have built that, which is lovely. Lots of food from this tile, which is great. Oh, we can go and improve this frac site, which would be nice. We improve this frac site. Got the maintenance, but the science is going to be just fine and dandy. I'll move to here. Keep an eye on that. And I guess we'll wait a turn on the miasma over here. My god, they do have a lot of units. We don't have much of a military. We are going to want to pop out a few more. Especially now that we can build planes. A little bit of air is nice. They're not super strong, but it does give you a pretty good edge. Alright, I'm going to fortify where I am there. Meanwhile, over here, I could drop in this way, but I think we might just get stuck. I'll drop in over there and hope I can squeeze through. Truce production down here. We built the Xeno Nursery. Good. I do need military units, but I want to get the auto plant down first, probably. Again, a bit of a risk. Although, once we finish Swarm Robotics, all the units we can build... yeah, maybe we'll just wait for that. Will be our swarms. So that'll be okay. A lot of stuff we need, including stuff to increase our happiness, which means a Cyto Nursery. I do like the idea of getting auto plants going on, so that we can boost our own production. We don't have a trade depot here yet. Hold on. We got to prioritize that. That is some derpage. Ranji, complete your Pharma Lab. That's fine. We're going to activate a queue. Add to queue. We're going to make sure we don't forget to build a trade depot in there next. Also, your production sucks. We need to send you some internal trade routes, buddy. Open borders sounds fine. Honestly, at this point, I want to encourage open borders so you can get out of here easier. You're actually not going to be doing a great job of bombarding New Babylon, so hopefully it doesn't go down because my station trade routes are so... Oh! Golden Temple's going to fall! Rack. Maybe I should have moved my my colonist over here. That's really annoying because my station trade routes are so good and valuable. Here's what I can do, though. I got some money. I'm going to purchase before the station falls. Oh, I hit a key. I was trying to pan over. Before the station falls, I'm going to purchase that and that. And that's all I can do. But I want to make sure, because there's not only is there a distance, but so you have to have a gap of 3. So you could drop a city here, but you cannot drop a city, assuming it works the same as Civ 5, and I assume it does. You can't drop a city literally adjacent to a known tile. So while a city here would be far enough apart, he can no longer expand right here, which I'm trying to do. He can still expand here. Fair enough, you know? Can't complain about that too much. I will a little bit, but, you know, just a little. Try to get you out if we can. Next turn. Worker, improve that frac site. Costs us a little bit of energy, but is well worth it. The KP and the pack are now at peace, so we'll probably throw another bride that way. I think we're still paying for the last one, though. 13 to other civilizations, yeah. Oh, a new station. Good. Hopefully we can reach it. Oh, it's right up here. No! You fuck. Are you serious? I can't settle in my spot now. What a douche lord. Listen, KP, if you want to blow up a city, go and blow up that one. Alright, we're going to keep moving where we want to settle. And you bet your ass we're going to go over there and try to blow this fucker up. What a douche. Oh, it looks like the Golden Bell Temple is recovering a little, which is nice. Move all our Marines up. We really need someone who can bombard cities. Ideally. We might squeeze one out in Freeland, actually. 1 missile rover, which will really be all it takes. Unbelievable! Urgh! It had been 1 further to north. Like, it's kind of cool to have a big, like, culture city. We could send some trade routes over there, unlock some more stuff. Bullshit. Such bullshit. Hostile takeover. That's... I guess... So New Babylon wanted this city destroyed. I got credit for it? I guess because it was destroyed while I had the quest. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter who deals the killing blow. Oh. If we could have an explorer, that would be nice. Yeah, but after you do the missile rover here, because you should build it quite a bit faster, because it counts as a military unit. Actually, let's make it go first. That'll be okay. You'll complete it in 1 turn. We're going to try to get that derelict settlement for ourselves. We are clearly going to take civic duty. I wonder how much of a production boost, though. Well, I guess +4 multiplied by whatever. That's quite nice, actually. Every 2 units of population gives us +1 production, which is very sexy. We'll definitely grab Magna Santi next, and then we'll probably grab investment. Titanium reactor. +2 energy or +1 production. It's actually a tough decision. I value +1 production to be basically the same as +2 energy. You know, obviously the point of building thorium reactors is kind of to get more money, but more production is always super strong. I think we really are stacking a lot of money because we can buy units cheaper. We will get the interest rate thing, so we really do have to stack the energy a little bit more in this particular situation. Indeed, it did give us the extra food here, which is nice, but we still have lots of terrain to improve by these cities. Trade routes. I keep saying... Okay, I'm not going to run a trade route to the station because I'm going to blow it up. I keep saying Rangy needs some help now that we've sort of opened things up. We are not going to send them any hammers, unfortunately, which is too bad, but we are going to send them some food, and that still counts for something. You have finished hooking up that Xenomass, which is lovely. Jimbuba is going to work it, which is great. We will probably go and, I don't know, just improve some more tiles around Jimbuba, which is fine. Another trade convoy. That's tough. Not going to go to Palatine. Got some, you know, pretty good sources of money and science from our external trade routes. I think I'm going to keep mostly focusing on inland stuff. So, oh, this will actually give Ranji nothing at all. So let's go to Pembala. It keeps needing a bit of a boost. It needs some extra buildings and stuff over here before it can really start to do much. But at least the food from the first trade route is going to be helpful. And I guess we're going to wrap up this video as is. It would be really nice if the KP decided to attack over here. We'll see what they can do. Yeah, build the trade depot, and then certainly we'll want the trade caravans built there next. You know, it would be nice to maybe squeeze out a few more military units. But Freeland does have the boost for military units, so it's all right. We could start working on tac jets. Tac jets won't help over here. I do want some for both offensive and defensive purposes. I think what I'll do is I'll add another gunner to the queue after the missile rover, just for more range attacks. So, but that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye, folks.